things here to set up. But this topic is going to be a really great topic. So I hope you all are excited as much as we are because it's going to be a blessing. It is going to be a blessing. Hello, sophisticated lady. Welcome.
So sophisticated.
So sophisticated. So let me see here. I hope you all are having a great day today. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and introduce my wonderful, loving husband, Eugene. King, my king. And yeah, so we're really excited because we're going to talk about
our marriage.
Yes.
For those who don't know, we are concluding our 10-year anniversary.
We are, you guys, 10 years of marriage. That's a long time.
It's longer than it sounds. A full decade
Yes.
of marriage. For those who are in a relationship, you know
that it takes work.
constant work, self-work,
Yes.
work together,
Yes.
and so many other things.
Absolutely.
But in honor of the 10 years,
Yes.
we decided to make a 10 bait commandments
The bait commandments
of marriage.
Yes.
So clearly, we were influenced by the 10 commandments, you feel me? But we tailored it to marriage, not just any marriage, but our marriage.
Our marriage, yes.
So these are 10 principles that help us make it to these 10 years
Yes.
of marriage.
And we believe that these 10 bait commandments can also help you in your marriage. Or if you're in a relationship, you're looking to get married, these right here that we're about to go over have really helped us maintain a healthy marriage.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
It hasn't been perfect,
No. Not a perfect marriage relationship at all.
No.
It's not the goal, thankfully.
Yes.
Because if not, we'd be struggling. For sure.
Yes.
So, we got 10. The big 10 for the big 10 for the big decade.
The decade. Yes.
First and foremost, let's just do a hug for that.
All right,
You know
let's give a hug. 10 decades of hugs, you guys.
10 years.
10 years of love,
Yeah.
10 years of hugs, 10 years of everything.
10 years of it all.
Yes.
So, let's go ahead and hit it with the first.
Okay, what do you guys think the first bait commandment is?
What is the first bait commandment for our marriage?
For our marriage.
It's a good question. It could be so many different things. And it's like, this first one is kind of like the foundation of it all.
This is the foundation, and it should be in every relationship, honestly.
Right. Now, we believe every, relationship should have a foundation.
Yes.
Should have a strong foundation. Something that brings you two together, that strengthens you, that edifies you in the midst of the ups and downs of life.
Yes.
For sure. So what is ours?
So our first one is going to be keep God in the center.
Yes.
Putting God first.
Keeping God in the center.
So let me write that down.
God first. That is our foundation. Because sometimes, there's nothing wrong with having your own wants, interests, and needs for yourself and your relationship. But we definitely want to make sure that ours align with God and what God has for us. So keeping God first.
Keeping God first. Yes. So that's our first one.
And of course, for every relationship, that's going to look different.
Yes.
And that's going to sound different.
Yes.
So for us personally, that means.
So keeping God first, I would say, having that personal relationship with God individually and collectively, being able to pray to God, meditating, being in the Word, having that personal relationship with God, keeping Him in the center no matter what happens.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
And how we do that, there's many ways to do that, but one of the main ways we do that is to, number 2, Lead with love. In all things that we do. Now, of course, we don't always do that. And that's why God is the foundation.
Yes.
So when we don't do that, we know how to get back on track.
We can bounce back.
Exactly.
Yes.
We have a goal, we have a focus, there's something we're aiming for.
Yes.
We're not just in this relationship to be in it.
Absolutely.
There's a clear cut focus.
And love can be, you guys, love can sum up a lot of things.
Definitely.
Respect, patience, forgiveness, open communication, safety, empathy. For us, gently passionate.
Gently passionate for us specifically.
Yes. Persistence, accountability, being present. There's so many things that fall under the category of love.
Right. Because, so I could do something for my wife. She asked me to bring her some tea. I can do that, but I can do it with attitude.
Yeah.
I could be a little funky about it, but when you're leading with love, there is no attitude about it. Even if I'm not in the mood to do it, I just do it with love. It's just that simple. And it applies to all facets of life.
It does.
So don't just respond. I want to respond in love.
Respond in love. Lead in love.
Definitely. So that's number 2 for us.
Yes.
Lead with love.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love with the conditions of being respectful.
Yes.
Definitely. So, number 3.
Number 3.
Establish boundaries together. Together. Not she established some boundaries and I have some boundaries. We need to come together and establish some boundaries to help our relationship.
Shout out to my husband for making this sturdy for me to write.
Definitely. We don't want any mishaps, any miscues. We're not aiming for fail army today.
No.
So establish boundaries. Of
Yes.
course, in every relationship, the boundaries are going to look different. They're going to sound different. As the relationship grows and goes, you may add some, you may change some, you may remove some.
Absolutely.
So some of ours is to make sure that we don't put others above our relationship.
Yes.
And sometimes you can do so unintentionally. It could be your parents that you may put above your relationship at times. Family. It could be children that you may put above the relationship at times. It could be someone that you look up to, your job. It can be leaders. It can be a pastor. It can be a counselor. It can be all type of different roles that you allow to succeed your marriage. Now, we're not saying these things aren't important to have.
Right.
It's important to have, other people connected, but you shouldn't put anyone above your marriage.
No.
Because that could lead to some problems, for sure.
We don't want that.
Because they're not in the marriage. They don't know how things function within the marriage. So they're trying to, control it from how they see fit or what they think is best. And sometimes what we think is best for others isn't what's actually best for others.
It can do damage. It can definitely do damage sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. But yeah, it's just best to just keep each other first. Keep God first and then each other first.
Right.
That's how it should work.
Hey, and that works best for us.
The Bateman.
The Batemans.
Yes.
Now, if you're in your relationship, set up your own.
Yeah.
Let us know how that goes and what works best for y'all. And this has been working out. So this is a good one, this next one right here, because this is something that a lot of us, we forget.
Yeah.
In the midst of the busyness of life.
Yes.
So number 4 is to make time for fun, joy, have fun. Sometimes we just get caught up on, the bills, what's due, go to work, work, to where we forget about enjoying life, having fun on a daily basis, on a weekly basis.
Yes.
Having fun isn't always just going on vacation somewhere. Sometimes just taking a stroll together, hanging out at the park together. Sometimes just making a list of something together, something spontaneous.
Yeah,
A
sometimes
lot of different
it's
ways.
snakes and lattes.
Snakes and lattes. Look it up. Look it up.
But have fun, yeah, have fun. Make goofy faces, do a little dance, you know, make it light, make it fun, make it loose.
Right.
Do something goofy.
Life is gonna have its serious moments. It's gonna get serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be moments where you have to be serious. So when it's lighthearted and you time to have fun, just lock in and have fun. Make time for fun in the busyness of life.
Yes, make time. You guys might not see that, but make time.
You might have to try a different.
Make time.
Let's try this one.
All right. Oh yeah, this one's really great. You guys may see it from here too. Make time. Make time to have fun and be joyful. It is a priority.
Woo,
have fun.
It is.
Every day.
It's a necessity.
Yes.
It's a necessity for real. So, number 5. Submit and serve. Ooh. Submit and serve. We put them together.
Serve. Ooh, look at this, man. Really? Okay.
Submit and serve.
Submit and serve. Submitting to each other.
It's a surrender. Surrender to her. Surrender herself to me. You know, sometimes when I'm doing something, I may be on my way upstairs. Can you come grab me something from the fridge?
Yes.
You know, turn it back around and go get it. You feel me? Submit and serve. Now I can serve without submitting, but it's just so much better when it's in submission. You don't want to be rebelling, fighting it, feeling like you're forcing someone to serve you.
Right.
So that's not what we want.
No.
I don't want servitude by that means.
No.
At any time. I want it to be, you know, a willing thing.
Yes.
And it goes both ways.
It does. Because, you know, in the scripture, it do talk about how the women should submit to the man. But, you know, it should go both ways. It should.
Right.
It should.
And sometimes that may look a little different. It
Yeah.
may sound a little different. Sometimes it's exactly the same.
Yeah. And sometimes it's exactly not the same. Yeah.
So to submit and serve in the midst of having fun, in the midst of having boundaries, in the midst of leading with love, in the midst of putting God first.
In the midst of it all.
Whew. Halfway there, y'all.
Nice.
Halfway there, y'all. So number 6. Support each other. And you're like, wait a minute, what you mean support each other? You already got serve. But sometimes support can look different than serving. Typically, serving is doing something for. It's an action. Sometimes support could just be being there.
Yep, being there. Being
a listening ear.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Reading each other's minds.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know. But supporting each other, man, through the ups, through the downs, not letting animosity, jealousy, bitterness get in between any of that, but supporting each other. You should be your partner's number one support.
Yes. Even sometimes when you don't fully agree with it, sometimes it could be a decision.
Right,
you know?
right.
But of course, it's not going to be something crazy. You still have to be in alignment.
Right.
But it may not be something that you're 100% on board, but you support them in their decision and their growth and development.
Right. And as long as it's not hurting nobody, it's not hurting the relationship, you know what I'm saying? Support.
Mm-hmm.
As best as you know how.
Yes.
As best as you know how.
Yes.
Support each other. Yeah. So number 7. This is vital. You have to keep the romance romancing. Keep that flame flaming. Keep that burning. That doesn't sound right. Keep the romance romancing. CE.
Keep the romance.
Keep the romaine lettuce romaine. Keep that spark. Dates. Constant dates. Even after you've already got the person. You've already got your person. You still want to date. You still want to put in that energy and effort you put in when you're trying to get to know them.
Yeah, you guys can play, some bop it.
All type of different things.
Bop it
You'd
the
be
game.
surprised.
Yes, that can be very romantic.
That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
We be doing a lot of spontaneous, random things, and sometimes it don't gotta be something you would expect to be romantic to lead to romance.
That's a good one, my love.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we be doing some random things sometimes. So keep that romancing in the midst of kids, work, ups and downs, loss, gain, all of it.
Do a spontaneous kiss.
Yeah.
Or hug. Or hop on top of him.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Hey, let them know.
Shake that booty. Okay.
Number 8, ladies. Focus on gratitude. What are you grateful for in the midst of it all?
This is a great one. I mean, all of them are great, but like...
This one is to help when things just don't seem right. It just don't feel right. It ain't going exactly how you think it should be going.
Right.
You got to be grateful for what it is, for what you got. Sometimes I'll be focusing on what's not.
Yeah.
And that can lead to some problems.
That can lead to problems.
You know, you're wanting it for good reasons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when you're not focusing on what you got and being present on what's here, it could lead to some, you know what I'm saying, to some ill feelings.
And the more grateful you are, the more you open the door for more greatness to come in. You start counting all your blessings. You start realizing, okay, everything is really not that bad.
Ain't that bad.
It's just a moment, you
Right.
know, it's just a moment that's passing by. And sometimes the moments are more intense than others, but when we go back to gratitude and just everything that we've grown through together, everything that we've just accomplished, you know, all the changes, it's like we got to be thankful. And that helps us shift our moods.
True. It's very true. Very, very true, and I have to do that at least daily.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
At some point. So, number 8, focus on gratitude. Number 9, just as important, self-development. To continue to improve. Now, if you're in a relationship, I mean, every now and then your partner's probably going to let you know something you can improve on. An area where you're just not excelling like you are in other areas or the way you may think you are. And that's life.
That is life.
That is life. But self-development
It's the best development.
Ooh, and that helps with relationship development as well.
Yeah, because a lot of times we'd be like, oh, I want the other person to change. You know, like they got to get it together. They got to do the changing. Like if only they would fix this part, then everything would be cool. But majority of the time, this has been for the batemans, it has been about looking at ourselves.
Definitely.
You know, what is it that we can change in this scenario? What can we do differently? Taking accountability for our actions. And that helps the collective.
It does. It does. Mightily. Mightily.
Yeah.
So instead of pointing the finger, let's look inward and see what we can work on. And let's put a little bit more effort into that instead of what the other person isn't doing correct.
They do get challenging.
Oh, definitely.
But it's possible.
Most things worth having will be a little challenging.
Yes.
Number 10. The Big 10. 10 for the win. Health. Conscious. Doing things with health in mind. And that's in all facets of life. You know, eating, she's definitely taken that to another level. Eating things that I've never heard of, never tried, all for the purposes of health.
Yes, it's important.
Eating, you know, and of course that's going to help the physical as well as working out, walking, things of that nature, staying hydrated.
Yeah, all these things help the marriage. They really do.
Definitely.
What we put in our bodies, because you know what we put in our bodies, it can shift our moods. It can make us feel tired, and if we're trying to move and groove, it can get a little difficult because you. Anyways, so that's why it's important. You got to put the right things in your body, physically, mentally, emotionally. You know, healthy in all aspects.
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
Of this.
Now, it didn't start off with all this.
Nope.
This has been 10 years in the making.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy that we've been married for a decade now.
This.
I'm just like, wow. And, you know, God really kept us, you know.
This is true. In the midst of it all.
Because some of y'all know our testimony. Some
of y'all do. Some of y'all know.
And if it wasn't for God, like, we would not be here today. I mean, it's been a ride.
So it might sound cliche to say, but we mean it all. Doesn't mean we do this all the time. We got it all figured out. Doesn't mean there aren't times where we just, have to go all the way back to one. Like Brian McKnight said, when it started back at one. So, this is our Bait Commandments.
Let's have them take a look at it.
This is our 10 commandments of marriage, of our marriage.
Yes.
We can't be like your marriage. We don't want your marriage to be like our marriage. Now, of course, if we see something healthy, we want to try to replicate it in a way that works for us.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But this is us, 10 years, a decade of love, solidified, sealed.
And this is a great activity, just us like talking to each other. It's a great mindful practice for, you married couples out there. Talk about your guys' love, Talk about what does it take to have a successful relationship.
What does that look like?
What does that look like?
How does it sound? You have to envision it.
Yeah.
Make it plain.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to gain. That's what it is.
Be in alignment with each other.
Man.
That's another thing too. When you coming up with these.
This is alignment. Hey, you can't even finish this without alignment.
Yeah.
You're going to learn real quick whether y'all in alignment or not. And that's not a problem either.
Yeah.
It's, there's been times we weren't in alignment.
Yeah.
Or we had to get in alignment.
Talk it through.
Consistently.
Sometimes it takes time.
For sure.
Yeah.
A lot of times it takes time.
Yeah. Oh, right there. So, so those were the 10 Bait Commandments of marriage.
Yeah. We're going to get this printed out, put it somewhere in the house,
Mm-hmm.
border and all that, not this per se, but get it printed out,
Yeah. But this was a great format,
It'll probably be here for a while.
Yeah.
For sure. So, yeah, man, I hope this encourages others,
yes.
To stick together.
Work
together,
yes.
To put God first.
Yes.
And just to see where he takes you.
And know that, your situation can change, people can change, you can grow, you can evolve. So don't give up so easily, Giving up is easy, but staying together, that's the challenge. But we believe in you, because if we can do it,
anyone can.
Anybody can do it.
It's worth it. You're worth it.
Yeah.
See you there.
All right, we'll see you there.
We out.
All right, bye, guys.
Yep.
It showed our feet, man.
Right now?
Yeah.